Well, not necessarily, but she's just like, I haven't been over there in a while or whatever because of an incident. I'm like, an incident? What incident? I'm like, well, if there's beef, I don't want anything to do with it. And they're like, it's not beef. It's just, I'll tell you about it another time, but it should be fine. I don't want a should be okay, should be fine. Never mind it. Girl, it's a Scorpio season miracle. It's raining. If you know me well, you know how much I absolutely love the rain. It's so refreshing and renewing and cool, and it, like, in the desert, it cools things down, it brings new life. We need water. And it's raining for my birthday weekend. Where's my pita? Oh yes. And on top of that, at first I was like, bitch, you are out of your mind for driving 30 minutes almost for a Greek salad and pita bread. But let me tell you, it's not just any Greek salad, it's Nino's Greek salad, okay? I don't want one from anybody else. They do it right. It's so good and worth it. Yes, I made the drive. I'm so glad that I did. It's popping, fresh, hot pita bread. Oh my God. The last time I got this and the pita bread, my little baby cousin was over. I was watching him for the night. And I must have whipped out this pita bread, and his little behind wanted some. And he just kept eating it. So we just kept eating it together. It's so good. So I got my salad, I got my pita, I got my rain. Let me turn my wipers on. Shit, what am I doing? That's what I'm doing. I need to pay attention. Because, like, Midtown is bananas. Oh my God, I'm so happy. My birthday isn't even until tomorrow. Thank you. My birthday isn't even until tomorrow. And I'm starting off today with all the things that I love. Food. I'm picking up my cakes tomorrow. I'm picking up my mac and cheese this weekend. I'm picking up my apple pie this weekend. I'm going to lunch and to dinner tomorrow. Or I might be going to dinner tomorrow and breakfast on Saturday. I don't know. But I want to do it all. I want to eat. I can't wait to get home and get all cozy. Put something on the TV. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make one more stop before I go home. I need to stop by Walmart. And then I need to stop playing around and put in my order for groceries. But also, do I have to do that? If I'm eating out so much this weekend, do I need groceries right now? No. I'm so happy. Bread. Any more? I'm absolutely crazy for coming all the way down here, all the way to Phoenix for a salad on a Thursday night when it's quitting time. Everybody's getting off. It's congested as hell over here as it is. I'm so sorry, but this is serious. I need you to know. I wish you could smell it. I wish you could feel how soft it is, how warm it is. Girl, can't nobody do it better than Nino's. I will drive. I'll drive 45 minutes. I'll drive 45 minutes for Nino's, and I'll also drive 45 minutes for my shrimp burrito. And I thought about it. The only reason I didn't is because I've had shrimp burrito a couple times already within the past 6 months. And also, I'm trying to be very, very, very careful with the kind of meats that I'm eating. And although I know their jumbo grilled shrimp is bomb, I just don't want to like play too much with this. So I'm sticking to chicken, well-cooked chicken for now. What are you doing, bitch? Move. I hate how people just think that they can bum rush and make a way. I know it's traffic, but this isn't New York City where you just can do whatever you want and think nobody will hit your ass. My bumper is already messed up, so try me. Anyways, I'm so happy. Red light. This is so rude. I'm sorry. I'm also not sorry. I'm so excited that I don't have to work tomorrow and that it's a totally me day. And it's Friday. I'm going to load up my day with as much as possible. Whoa. All right. Anyways, so I guess I will pause here since it's dark, and I'll check back in with you in a minute. All right. I mean, just look at this delicious goodness. I mean, so yum. It smells amazing. And it's jam-packed. Look how full it is. I cannot wait. This little ball of tinfoil, it's not trash. That's where the pita lived. I got one slice left, and I'm going to tear that up. But I need to get to this. This is so freaking good, guys. Oh, my gosh. Yep. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. I have been eating for 15 minutes, and I still have a whole salad. But it's so good. I'm crazy about salad, especially this one. Good morning. Today is the best day ever. Today is the best day ever. Know why? Because it is November 17th. My birthday. And we are a youthful, vibrant, juicy, supple, sexy, energetic 35. It is not a fertility death sentence. It is not halfway to the other side of halfway to being old. It's just sexy 35. And I feel fantastic. I'm totally satisfied with this wolf hair that I have going on right now. And the grays in it. Girl, that's sexy. I do realize that I need a sturdy haircut. A sturdy haircut. And I will get that. I just don't have time in this moment. I'm a little bit behind for lunch coming up. But after that, I am going to find a sexy cut out of all this wolf fur. So, but yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. It's my birthday. We're gonna go get some sun. It's Friday, which that never happens. My birthday never happens on a Friday. Today is Friday, bitch. And so I'm trying to be out here in these streets. I have the day off too. Shit. Let's go. I'm only showing you my nostrils right now because my apartment is a wreck. And I'll be damned if you see that. Yes. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The rain isn't gonna start till tomorrow. Girl, let me get my shoes on. So bad. Why do I feel so sad? I thought I was over you, but I keep crying when I don't love you. So why does it hurt so bad? I thought I had let you go, so it hurt me so. Gotta get you out of my head. It hurts so bad. All right, Jay, good pick. Now I gotta listen to that song.
My life's been better since the day my heart's never been more at ease. And when I think of all the things you put me through, whoa, ha, whoa, ha,
ha. My ass is in the intersection. Okay.
Whoa, ha, 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 whoa, ha, ha, ha,
All right, XD, good job. Good pick this week, guys. However, I am so late to my lunch date, and it's traffic, and I'm going in the opposite direction because Google is on some shit right now. And I'm kind of annoyed. Not gonna hold you. Yes, it's my own fault that I'm late. But still. And also, and mostly, it's been like rainy and like cooler weather for the past couple days. And I'm like, oh, it's cooler and it's gonna be cloudy and the rain is actually coming tomorrow on Saturday. Let's put on a sleeve. Let's do it. Let's put on a little sweater, a little sweaty sweat, okay? How about it's 80 degrees almost? Now I look like the dummy. So between me being a little toasty and in traffic late to my own thing, it's kind of making me feel away. Like, shouldn't everybody else be at work right now? It's my birthday. Everybody else needs to be at work. It is lunchtime though, so bitch, shut up. People can go to lunch. Stop. Stay in your lane. Don't let him over. We need to get across the street. Ugh. This is why I don't understand why Google had me come this way versus anyways, so I asked someone in my family about a situation that could help me as far as like my hair goes, and they're like, well, not necessarily but she's just like, I haven't been over there in a while or whatever because of an incident. I'm like, an incident? What incident? I'm like, well, if there's beef, I don't want anything to do with it. And they're like, it's not beef. It's just, I'll tell you about it another time, but it should be fine. I don't want a should be okay, should be fine. Never mind it. I still had them send over the info so that I could check it out myself, but if you had issues, why wouldn't I have issues? Especially with all the damn hair that I have. You see this sheep fur, dry. Rockstar. I like the shape of it though. I like how choppy it is. And it's kind of always been choppy like this. But the only part that I want fixed is I want the dead off. There's a lot of dead. So if I can get this shape and with the dead off, even if it's shorter, I'm no stranger to it, to short. I'm fine with it. Girl, I'm mad upset that the person, come on, hurry up. I'm mad upset that the person that I'm meeting for lunch is basically there and they live farther than
in 1,000 feet.
Annoyed. Ooh, but there's a light. Look at God. Look at the light.
Use the left 2 lanes to take the ramp.
What I'm doing. Or else would I merge? And you better go before I get in front of you. That's all I know. And when you go, don't go slow. Hurry up. Go. I said don't go slow. I said that. Got somewhere to be. Let me get around from here. Alright, but let me focus on being a race car driver and check in with y'all.
Continue on.
Later. Alright, turn the air on too. I'm sitting here watching Kennedy. She's still on. I didn't pause her. Sitting here watching Kennedy on the couch and trying to decide my next move. Literally, like, am I gonna move off the couch to get a slice of pie? Or am I gonna move off the couch to wrap my hair so I can properly lay? Or what? Ugh, I need a haircut. So the person that I asked to cut my hair is not working this entire weekend, which sucks. That means I need to find somebody else or deal with it till next week.
It's just like cute and like, hey, okay, just meeting the boy for dinner real quick. That's it. And we mix and match.
I hope I have patience enough to deal with it and not try to cut it myself, because you know me. If I get sick enough of something, I will try it myself. Ouch. But like wrapping it tonight is going to be difficult because I have these dead ends on here and it's just like making everything stick. Kennedy, hold on. Okay, I don't know why I didn't pause her before I started my own video, but I didn't, so now she's paused. But yeah, I really, 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 really want like a little sliver of my pie. I don't need it because it's late. It's 10:40 and I'm like still full. I ate the rest of my Greek salad and it was a lot. I ate the rest of it and I'm like stuffed. But I want a little bitty taste. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. So here we have it. Here we fucking have it, bro. This is one of the things that I wanted for my day. And it is here, all to me. My dad made this just for me. I had a little taste of a side pie he had earlier today. And let me tell you, on point. So as much as I don't want to ruin this like perfection, it looks like a store-bought, doesn't it? It's not. It's not store-bought, homemade. As much as I don't want to cut into it, I also want to cut into it. So that's what we're about to do with this. Yeah, about to get busy. Warm it up. Whew. It's a wrap. Wish you were here. Not really. All mine. Hi. I don't know what's going on right now, other than I'm really tired. Sorry, I'm really tired and I'm struggling to breathe a little bit. Just a little. There's just like a little bit of a heaviness in my chest. Not like the anxiety I was having the other day, just a little bit of a resistance. I'm not sure if it's asthma related or just I'm tired and I need to go to sleep. But it's 9:00 on Saturday the 18th, the day after my birthday. And so far it's been a really, really nice weekend. Has it been magical? Not yet, but it has been a really nice weekend. Everything that I decided to do last minute to like protect my peace and maintain my peace during not only like through my birthday, but like this whole 2-week wait thing. It has been a good call thus far. And basically what I mean by that is becoming better at isolation. No, I'm not looking at it like that, although you might. I really wanted to go dark starting Tuesday and go well into, next Saturday. That way I could not have any stress, not have any worries, not have very much anxiety. I did not want to feel depressed like I have been feeling all the way leading up to this week. I didn't want to feel sad. I didn't want to feel like my feelings were hurt. Like I just did not want to deal with any of that and just kind of be at peace and have some quiet and relax and have fun and do what I wanted to do, even though I kind of do that. But I just mean like I didn't want anybody else's stuff to get on me during these 2 weeks. Any other time, like I, typically try to check in with people, let them vent, listen to whatever is going on and take it as it pertains to like stress and just, I'm just kind of like a sponge for that. I'm a super empath, and so a lot of things affect me, and I'm I'm working continuously to build up a barrier between like everything else that goes on every day, every second of the day, with people that I know and love and care for, and just everyday happenings, things at work. Like I am learning how to build up a barrier between the daily shit that goes on and my heart or my spirit, because everything worries me, everything makes me sad, everything concerns me because I care about other people. There's a lot of things that upset me, even if it has nothing to do with me. Like everything just bothers me. So I didn't want any of that during these 2 weeks. I felt like I owed it to myself to just set a boundary and try to follow through with it. And for the most part, I have. Now, I do feel a little bit bad as far as it also being like my birthday week. And I know that people have been probably trying to call and text and wishing me stuff on social media. And I just, I do appreciate everybody that has thought of me and is like wishing me well and wishing me love. I do appreciate it. And it does mean a lot to know that people still care, like, you know, still love me despite how I have isolated myself so much. But also I still want to put that on pause and circle back to that, even if it's like after Thanksgiving, because I just don't want to get sucked into anybody's stuff, right? And I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense to you, then I'm sorry, but it's not for you, so it doesn't have to make sense. This is for, like, again, me protecting my peace, but so far it's working. And yeah, I'm happy. So what I wanted to do was kind of catch up between then and now. So again, it's the 18th. A lot has happened this week, and I want to like keep it sorted. The 14th was my embryo transfer. So from the 14th to the 18th, today makes, I don't know how the numbers go, but it's basically 4 days past embryo transfer, but it is like day 5. My embryo is a day 3. So transfer day counts as 1 day, because as soon as the transfer is complete, the embryo continues to develop and do its thing. So that day counts. So I don't know if like internet people are counting, I don't know if it's 4 days past transfer or 5 days past transfer, but for me, it would make sense for it to be like 5 days past, 5 days 5 days past transfer, because that day counts. Anyways, so the first day, obviously, transfer day. Oh, I didn't talk about this, I don't think. Transfer day was crazy. But not really. Like nothing happened. It was crazy because it was such a good day. The only thing that went wrong, and I know it's like, why are you dwelling on this? Because it matters. The only thing that went wrong was my stomach was so upset with me. It was so upset. To the point where I was like concerned, and I was like really trying to understand like what was happening all of a sudden, because my stomach was upset that Monday before also. No, it started Sunday night. It started Sunday night where I could not sleep to save my life because my stomach was hurting so incredibly bad. And it wasn't like even my stomach, it was like my lower pelvis area. And I mean, it woke me up out of my sleep, and I could not sleep for hours. I tossed and turned all night. My stomach hurt, so my lower abdomen hurt so bad. And that night I had chalked it up to the dinner that I had eaten that Sunday night just did not sit well with me. And I shouldn't have, and I like probably won't ever go back there. I'll never do that again. So I think that I had some really, really extremely painful indigestion from the dinner that I had that night. Sunday night was horrible. Woke up Monday. I felt better, like the pain was gone, but now I'm exhausted. I'm tired. So then Monday was when I wanted to cut up my pineapple in like 6-day slices and I wanted to start eating the pineapple Monday night. And then I was going to eat a slice of pineapple every day, transfer day, and every day after that. So that Monday night, I had a slice of pineapple. I took all of my meds. That was the estrogen, the progesterone pill, and the shot. So I had all of my medicines and that pineapple, and then the dinner that I had was much healthier. I'm pretty sure it was like, what did I have? I had like a, no, that was breakfast. Whatever it was, I did much better if I even ate, because I was like, I just need to clear out my system. But then Monday night, after I did that, then my stomach, like my actual, like farther up in my stomach started not hurting, but it was like troubled. You know how when you eat something you're not supposed to, it doesn't hurt, but it's like something is brewing, like a burning, right? And I'm like, what is going on? So that was kind of like a mild brewing and like mild tummy troubles that I thought that I could just handle and be after that. Like, I'm just not eating. I will stay hydrated, but I'm not eating out anything else because Tuesday was the big day. I needed to, drive out there. I needed to be comfortable. I needed to have and this is what I was like really, although I was uncomfortable, I felt like I was in a good place, because for egg retrievals and transfers and stuff, it's a good idea to have like a clear system, a clear bowel system. I know TMI, but it is what it is. Because they can kind of get in the way of the ultrasounds and the scans and get in the way of them transferring the embryo via catheter. So as much as possible, they want you to have a clear system. So because I was already kind of like stomach sick, for the past couple nights, I was like, okay, at least my system is clear. I'm not going to eat anything heavy or crazy because my stomach is still like shaky, weak also. I'm just going to hydrate. So Tuesday rolls around. I wake up I didn't even eat anything right away. I didn't even make tea. I was like, I'm literally not putting anything in my system. I didn't have my vitamins. I didn't do anything. But I packed my pineapple for like later on in the morning. I packed my meds, and that's it. Like, I did not eat anything, which is crazy because usually, like, if I don't eat anything, by the time I get like halfway through my trip, like 3 hours in, if that, my stomach is like, bitch, you better eat quickly, because how are we supposed to do what we're supposed to do and we have no energy? So normally, like, well into the road, I start getting like hungry immediately. My body was like, we don't even care if you eat or not. Like, you probably shouldn't. Like, we don't want it. So with a clear system, didn't have anything for breakfast. My body was just like, yeah, we're good. But when we did stop, I did take my morning meds, which was it was just the estrogen. They didn't want me to take the progesterone because that was going to be inserted after embryo transfer. So I did the estrogen and I ate the slice of pineapple and it was so good. Pineapple was so good. But again, as soon as I ate the pineapple, my stomach started doing cartwheels, like flips, mild flips. The closer we got to destination, backflips. As soon as we park and I go and check in, it's just like noticeable now. Like I'm focused on what my stomach is going through. And I'm like, okay, I have some time between like my check-ins and stuff. Let me down a whole bunch of water. Let me just like hydrate. That will also keep my blood pressure down, and let me just chill out. Let me just relax. Let me hydrate. Plus, I have plenty of time to empty my bladder before procedure time. So I did that. It seems like the more water I drank, the more topsy-turvy my stomach was getting. I had my blood drawn, and then I had my blood pressure, and my favorite girl was there. And at first, she didn't let me see, or she didn't tell me what my blood pressure was. And then she kind of, like, we were talking, and we were just talking. And then, but she didn't take the blood pressure cuff away. That's how I knew it was high. So I was like, okay, I know the drill. Let me sit up straight, uncross my legs, breathe deep, relax, shake it off, be cool to get this blood pressure down, right? So, and she was just like, are you nervous? And I was just like, yeah, that's always my answer. And you know, it's a big day. So yeah, I was a little nervous. She's like, are you nervous? I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay, your blood pressure is high. And I was like, fuck. So she's like, we're going to take it again, but let me draw your blood first. And I was like, okay. So she draws my blood and we're still talking and da-da-da-da. And I'm breathing and I'm trying to like mellow out, zen out. She takes it again and she's just like, okay, much better. It went back down. But she still didn't show me what it was. So I don't know what my blood pressure was. And I kind of wish that they would put that in my like labs chart, even though it's not labs. I wish they would put that in my chart somewhere. That way I can keep an eye on it via them versus buying a blood pressure cuff here and doing it every single day. Everybody has been telling me to do that, and it's just like, I really don't think I have a blood pressure problem majority of the time. It's just when I'm in the office, so maybe I do have white coat syndrome. It's just when I'm in the office, even though I don't think so. And I have to also remember that, like, just getting off the road, out of the car and walking up and having these like tests done is not good. I try to do my best to have enough time between me arriving and like walking around in the parking lot and stretching and breathing and relaxing, because if I'm kind of like rushing or panicking or nervous or something straight out of the car, my heart, and then I go up to the floor and my heart is pumping. Yes, it like I'm exerted. And then not to mention adding on like any kind of pain or like stress or fear onto that. Yeah, I'm going to be sky high. But every day, like I feel like if I were to check my blood pressure every single day while I'm here, it would be normal, honestly. Anyways, so she was just like, yeah, okay, it went down. And then she was just like, are you here by yourself? And I was like, no, my mom's here. And she's just like, have I ever met her? I was like, probably not. She's been here a couple times though. And she's just like, I want to go and meet your mom. Like, So I was just like, oh, that's so nice. So we go out. I go back to the waiting room where my mom was sitting, and she was just kind of looking like, what's going on? And my favorite, she's just like, hi, nice to meet you. And she's just like, I wanted to let you know how like awesome she is and how strong she is. And you know, we just get so worried about her because she drives so much, and just like all like really loving, kind words that made me feel good because they were like given to my mom. Like, I know that my mom worries about me. Like, you know, I've been doing this for a little over a year now. It's officially a year in October. Driving back and forth by myself, doing these round trips, you know, just, it's crazy. But so I know that my parents, my whole family, they worry about me. And so for my mom to get that reassurance and like to know that other people are watching out for me or care or just whatever was really, really cool to see. And like I mentioned before, she even got to not officially meet him, but like see the doctor, and he was really kind to her, and you know, spoke to her in passing, and it was just like a really good, loving day in that regard. So, anyways, after my blood draw, I had an hour between the blood draw and like or a little over an hour between the blood draw and the transfer itself. The blood draw the day of is actually not the day of. Remember, they wanted me to come the day before Monday, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not doing it. And then I did what I did. I double dosed, which I thought the double dosing was causing my stomach to be out of control. But then I think about it, and it's like, whether I double dosed that Monday or Tuesday, like, it would have been the same pretty much, because according to the protocol that they gave me, they wanted me to come in on Monday to check my levels, and then Tuesday I would have had a double dose. I would have had to take the shot or whatever. I just moved that up to make sure that when they took my blood on Tuesday, which was an exception, that my levels were where they needed to be, and they were, and then some. My progesterone was at 40. So I thought that because that number was so high and I did what I did, that's what was making my stomach upset, because hormones can cause all kinds of stuff like tummy troubles. So I was like, oh, well, that's what it was. So anyways, that hour or more in between, I was just like, I don't want to sit in the waiting room the whole time. Let's go get some fresh air. Let's get some sun. So we went back out to the parking lot to the car, and we kind of walked around in the sun and talked and stretched and relaxed and stuff. And then, but still, like, all that I could really focus on was like, my stomach is out of control. And at this point, I'm thinking, did I pick up a last minute stomach bug? Like, how shitty would that be if I picked up a last minute stomach bug right before transfer? Like, this is the last thing that I need. Please don't let it be a stomach bug. Like, what is going on? Because at this point, I hadn't eaten that day. I really don't think, whatever my dinner was that Monday night, it was really, really light. Or, oh, it was cereal. It was cereal because I was afraid to eat anything. So I was just like, let me just keep it calm. And I only had a little bit because my stomach was still not totally well. So I had a little bowl of cereal and the pineapple. So I hadn't really eaten too much between that Monday night and Tuesday afternoon. So I was just like, I don't have anything else left in me. Like, what is the problem? So that's why I'm like, do I have a stomach bug? And do I say something to them or not? And I was just like, I need to handle this. So as we're like out there talking, I was like, okay, I'm gonna sneak away and try to go handle this. And that had me worried, but I mean, I guess I felt a little bit better coming back, but my stomach was still shaky, and I was just like, okay, keep it together, keep it together. Found out that there was nothing wrong, according to my team, about my P3 being so high at 40. Nothing, or no one yelled at me about it. They didn't cancel my transfer. They didn't say anything to me about it. So I was just like, all right, we're good. So I go and have a transfer done, and my doctor is like, hey, how you feeling? And I was like, I'm nervous. And she's like, nervous? Why? And I was like, what do you mean, why, doc? This is like, you know, it's a big deal. It's especially for me. This is my last embryo of the year. Like, how many times do I have to tell you that? So, you know, get that done. I got to see my little nugget on the screen coming out of the dish and into the catheter, into the tube, this little one cell. And it went into the tube, and, you know, they brought the tube over to me, and then they put it where they needed to put it. And then I looked over at another screen, and I could see them, you know, putting the solution in the tube, you know, into the uterus, and that was it. And it's fun because the transfer part, the embryo transfer part, is the easiest, most painless part of this whole process. It's even easier than having your blood drawn. Well, that's easy for me. Having my blood drawn is easy for me because I've had my blood drawn since I was a little kid because of the anemia and stuff. So I'm like, sometimes if someone doesn't know my veins or they don't know what they're doing, it could be like, that hurts a little bit. But for the most part, that's the easy part. So for there to be something easier than that and absolutely no pain, like, it's fun for me. Like, that was cool. So after that, for me, tradition is like after an egg retrieval or a transfer, those are big days. Those are celebration days. I'm gonna go and get my Korean fried chicken from my favorite place up there. And my mom knows this too. She's been with me a couple times during these celebration days, and she loves the place. And we go and we get our Korean fried chicken, and we have lunch, and then we hit the road and go back home. So that was the plan for this too, of course. But this time, what I wanted to do was follow tradition, hence the pineapple, follow IVF tradition, and also do the McDonald's fries, which I didn't want to do because I'm not a fan of McDonald's, really. And it's expensive as hell these days. It was strictly business. It was not for pleasure. So we went there first to get McDonald's fries, and my mom wanted some too, and I was just like, please make them fresh, no salt. So we had a medium and a large fry for like $10, and that just blows my mind still to this day, but whatever. No salt, fresh fries, because I think the tradition is, or the rumor or folklore is that the grease from the McDonald's fries is what is good luck or something like that. So I was like, I really don't need the salt at this time anyways. So, or maybe that's what it was and I jacked it up. I don't know. I ate the fries. I ate them all, which I probably should not have done because my stomach was already queasy, but I hadn't eaten all day and I was kind of hungry. I ate all the fries. We did not end up eating the chicken. We just kind of like packed it away and like brought it back home for like later, but we didn't eat that. That's how I know something was wrong with me, because usually I'm all over that KFC. I'm all over it before we even like, I want it, I need it. This time I was just like, yeah, it smells so good, but I cannot put anything in my body right now. I just don't feel well. So we get back on the road. My stomach is stable. It's not back to normal, but it's stable for the ride back home. And then that's it. That was it. And that night I was just like, what the even happened? So of course, you know, I'm Googling, I'm trying to understand, you know, what's wrong and just see the difference between like hormonal stomach issues and like a stomach virus. Just I'm doing some research because I don't want this to affect my anything. It was to the point where the next day when I went to work, was bad. Did I have a pineapple then? I had a pineapple the next day too. So there was 3 days. It was Monday night, Tuesday morning, and Wednesday morning I had a pineapple slice and then went to work. When I tell you, all of a sudden around lunchtime, I was just like, okay, it's lunchtime and I didn't bring anything. I need to eat, but you know, the same thing. I was just like, I just need to go home and figure it out. I don't need to like buy anything. I just need to go home because my stomach is like revving up. Girl, I didn't even make it home. I was not even gonna make it home because, you know, I was just like, I'm not that far from the office. Let me just be in my own space to handle what I need, handle my business. And I was not gonna make it home. So I had to handle my business at work and then go home, which was just tragic. I hate that. But it was just like this or that. And it was certainly going to be this. And that's when I was really, really freaking out, when I was not going to make it to like down the street and around the corner. So I called and I was just like, does the progesterone, you know, give you like stomach problems? Because I'm like barely holding things down, but like I'm not throwing up. And she's just like, well, I don't know. Let me see. I've never been asked that before. I don't know what she said. And again, it's like, what's the use? Like, why do I even call the nurses that answer the phone? Because they don't really seem to be like the main nurses. She's just like, let me go ask someone. And she's just like, and I looked at your labs, your P3 looked fine. And like, no, that's not normal for it to make you have like diarrhea or anything. And I was just like, okay. But I've been reading all over Google that it can. And I was like, whatever. And she's just like, maybe it was something that like you ate or like a change in your diet or something. And she's just like, if it doesn't stop within the next few days or so, give us a call back. And I was just like, all right, I'll just see. So then when she's just like, no, it shouldn't be the progesterone, despite it being high, maybe it's something in your diet. And I was just like, it's not making sense because I'm not really eating anything. It's still not clicking for me. Like the common denominator of all three of these days is the damn pineapple. So then it clicks and I was just like Googling pineapple and tummy troubles. And they're like, yeah, if you are allergic to pineapples, that will definitely happen. And I was just like, but I'm not. I eat pineapple all the time. I've never had these issues. But then they're like, the acid or the acidity of the pineapple can cause an issue, and be careful not to eat too much of it during transfer because it can do the exact opposite of what you think it will do. And I was like, okay, yeah, good to know. I still feel like I ate more pineapple in like other times or like the last transfer than I did now. So I was just like, maybe it's a combination of the pineapple and the amount of progesterone that I was on. Because I honestly don't remember taking progesterone and oil shots every other day while taking the pill, the suppository. All I know is my body was just like, look, a lot is going on right now and we can't handle it. So I was just like, let me lay off the pineapple for a day and see if that helps. And sure enough, it did. And I haven't had pineapple since. I have a whole juicy, delicious pineapple in there. And I've been waiting until after my stomach got back together and after my birthday festivities before I like went back and addressed it to see if that indeed was an issue. But yeah, as soon as I stopped eating the damn pineapple, like my stomach has been fine. So I'm like, that's so crazy. But I'm glad that I was able to get in the amount that I was able to get in. It's hot now. Because, you know, like it's supposed to help. Pineapples and McDonald's French fries. Anyways.